Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time to cover my newest rank 4 champions. I do have 3 of them. And the one thing I want to point out as we get into this fight with Lumitrix here is this leader has 1.37 million health. He's got a lot of tricky notes here. You can see all this, right? But the biggest one here was this cross counter when they finish a special attack. I've only got a certain amount of time, knock them down with the heavy. And it's really going to highlight one of the many things that Lumitrix is good at, and I'm going to be very, very clear here. I'm not a professional Lumitrix player. I am actually still learning to play him, but so many people in the Illuminati have shown me things. I've seen videos from Germ. Germ uses him in Alliance War here at Upside to like solo bosses, all this stuff. And I have been getting better with Lumitrix, but I wanted you to see this. One is just the ease at which openings are created. And you can tell I'm like still kind of figuring out this fight and how I want to go about doing it. But when you hold the heavy, you can just open up these mechanics, and it's allowing me to land my heavy after the leader has thrown specials. And if I just continue doing this over and over, I would lose no health. I'm going to make a mistake here as I try to get a little bit fancy, do little things I shouldn't do. And then here's the other thing with this is it's creating these incredible openings, right? Unless the defender, the opponent can handle evade or miss, I guess. But you're also getting up significant damage. We're going to get to the point where I believe I will get to where I am doing the guaranteed crits, and those help you get through things like armor. And Grass has shown that against like sentinels. I needed the leader to attack in there, so he does, and I can turn down the node, and we're getting pretty much set up here. And I think I'm going to try to evade this, and this is where like the fight's looking really good. I punished it, so my evade is now back on, right? You just know how to punish these evades, and I should go ahead and throw my special. I don't know why I'm not. This is me just still getting used to it, but anyways, there we go. And then I'm going to go unblockable, and then watch this special too. Those are 41,000 crits. Those are substantial crits, and then I mess up the evade. That's where the actual mistake comes. Keep in mind, as you're watching all of this too, he is absolutely putting up a tracking passive. Watch. So here we go. We should get it right now. Maybe it's when we do the invisible. There it is. There's the tracking passive. So this is how people are using Lumitrix to handle photons as well. You can just like hold that block. You can do your evade. You're going to go into the miss. You land your heavy. Once she goes into her like pure light form, remember she can't miss, so you got to keep an eye out for that. But he can handle champions like that he does not seem designed to handle, and that's part of what I absolutely love about him. You're going to continue to see Lumitrix gameplay on here as I get through my war videos, and of course as I take more fights and I get better at him. Any champion that can throw SB2s where they have multiple hits that are critting for 41,000 can create openings with a miss mechanic and holding the heavy. He's even got the endurance passive, so that's why we're getting some of the debuffs from leader off. This is a fantastic champion. Really fits in that whole mode of design of like, you do need to play them well to get good results, but there's so much there that as you learn them well, there's so many moving parts, you just get great results. He's about as tricky as a champion as I know I want to tackle, but I can recommend, like, if you've got him, go for it. And then now that Kabam has announced that they will be adding the idols to the basic crystals, I feel very comfortable. That's why I took him to rank 4, as they had finally announced that. You know, it's been a big deal for me as any paid for champion. I want to know that to come to the basic crystals. I think that's important. So I took him to rank 4. Absolutely love him. There will be more Lumitrix over the coming months. Now we're on to Penny Parker. And she has been a really nice addition to my Battlegrounds deck in general. I do use her for some questing. It feels like a lot of the quests they've been asking us to do with tech, they want to be landing shocks and things like that. So she's really been more on the PvP side for me. Not that she can't be used in story content or thing like she can, but she also has that cash out moment. I always want to present to you like why I've taken a champion up, so you can kind of use it for your own thoughts there. Obviously, that was a bad idea going up against Gentle. You want to be aware of his unstoppables. She has no counter for that. This is also the Battlegrounds meta where you can get special locked at some point. Let's see here. Yeah, so it happened to me. If you played this meta, you know how this can happen. But watch how she's just going to absolutely obliterate this Gentle. She's actually been really good for quite a few mutants these days, and non-mutants as well too. She's just gonna absolutely destroy him. We just got to get this special 2 off, and the Incinerate to go up. And this Gentle was a rank 3, but when you watch this, I think you'll see that a rank 4 Gentle probably would not have survived any longer, especially because I have the Sentinel Relic there, which would pause some of the Incinerates and just do massive damage. That could have been a rank 4. He's going down in like maybe another second or something. So she's been great. I actually have some really nice fights with her against a Mr. Sinister, who she was phenomenal with. I am working on a Penny Showcase. What I will say on that one is In Battlegrounds, she's been a defensive threat for me. Not that I haven't been able to use her on offense. She's someone who I've drafted pretty early, depending on the meta, felt really good about it. If my opponent gets like a gallon, let's say, of course, I'm now going to use her on offense. But there's enough mutants out there, and of course, like Nick Fury in fights, or like an Immortal Abomination, because remember, she's immune to poison and incinerate, where she's really fit that dual threat role for me. She's been a great strategic piece, and a lot of people have struggled with her on defense. It might be not knowing how to fight her, but these last few Battleground metas, I've been kind of in like that quantum area. I stopped playing a little bit. I didn't thoroughly enjoy this last intercept one, but in that quantum area, rank 4 Penny has been like an absolute menace for me as a dual threat. I draft her. She's typically on defense, but as you see, okay, now this one is, hopefully you've been watching the videos you saw. I tried to pull Carolina Dean, and I pulled 3 gallons in a row. Who's great. I love him. I love that. I've done my video on my rank 4 gallon. I'll probably get out more because I love him. And I was like, well, if I don't pull Carolina, I can't really choose between these 2 mystics. I keep passing them up, mainly because I can't choose between them, but I only have, I think, 1 mystic rank 4. There might be 2. It's Kushala, and I can't remember the other one. It's like, I want to take them both up. And so I was like, I'm going to let my Discord server vote. And whoever they pick, I'm going to go with. I will eventually take both of these champions up. You can see Werewolf won. I let the poll go for 24 hours. Thank you, everyone who voted. And Werewolf went immediately to war. Immediately. This is his first fight. This is me ranking him up. I'm going to talk about it. Like, I just love champions. One, I love Werewolf. Like, this is just cool, right? Look at the howl. Like, I love that. Okay. So that's fun to play and all that. However, when it comes to practicality in MCoC, the massive power gain. He does great rupture damage, okay? He's rarely going to be the best option for a particular fight, but he's going to be like a solid A minus B plus for so many fights. I typically take path 9 for my alliance. It's a pretty tough path. I think having a diverse roster is really helpful. And so having a champion that can just hit into the block and not get the hazard shift nodes, because remember, he reduces the potency of, or I think the time of poison debuffs by 90%, but he's not immune to anything else or resistant to anything else. So watch this fight against Shuri, and then I will be getting out the war video tomorrow, the day after this video goes live. I really think you're going to be shocked. Even I was shocked at some of the fights he's taking. We're talking like Serpent mini bosses, rank force, high sig photon mini bosses, hazard shift, non-hazard shift. I absolutely love him. Like, he feels like, I love my OP champions. I love my broken champions. Keep in mind, this is a hazard shift fight. Okay, there's a hazard shift fight here. So he's not immune to either of them, not resistant to either of the debuffs. But he feels like, if you take out those OP champions who are fun to play, but they kind of mess stuff up a little bit, depending on how you look at it, he feels like he's as good as you're supposed to be in this game. I absolutely love him. You can hit into the block. Look at what the rupture damage is doing on its own. This is tier 3 war. Upside, my alliance, we're currently in Platinum 4. We lost a war here. We finished in Platinum 3 the last 2 seasons, which our goal is game over life. We're all active in-game players. We communicate. Wherever we end up in war, we're happy with, as long as we are doing our best. We're having fun and working together. But we've ended up in Platinum 3. We're in tier 3. So in my opinion, this is real war. It might not be tier 1. This is real war. And then look what he absolutely did. In fact, I want to go back and show you that this SP2, after landing all of getting all those ruptures up, the damage they've done. And then remember, he goes unblockable and unstoppable, I believe, after specials and heavies. So I'm going to hold my block. I'm going to throw this, right? And get my chilling howl going. There he goes. I'm going to throw this. She just absolutely starts to melt. There's still so much time left on those ruptures. And then utilize the unblockable, unstoppable. She hits into me, and she is just gone. She's just gone. And like I said, this was just a taste. This is just supposed to be like, hey, my rank 4s, give you my thoughts on them. I know a lot of people got new rank up resources and things like that, and more will be coming, I'm sure, with Banquet. And Wolf just dominates the war map. It's coming up. I love it. As usual, let me know what you think of my rank ups. If you're interested in any of them, kind of open your eyes. And then, yeah, I hope your rank ups are going just as well. You're having fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.